Hello class, my name is Christopher Hethcoat, and today I'm going to be speaking on the subject of smoking. I know that one of our classmates, Orlando, has already done a presentation on smoking, but I think mine is going to take a different direction than his, so I hope you enjoy. I have been a smoker for 16 years, and I know that it is very harmful to my health, and I know all the arguments that smokers would have against the presentation that I'm about to do. But if I don't stop smoking, and if people don't stop smoking, this is what's going to happen. These are the effects of carbon monoxide on lungs over a long period of time. So as a smoker trying to quit, I know that this is going to happen if I don't stop smoking. It's very difficult to quit. It's highly addictive. The chemicals in cigarettes are incredibly addictive and powerful, and quitting is easier said than done. So we all know that smoking kills. It causes cancer, many different types of cancer and other diseases. We know that the government spends billions every year on healthcare related matters in regards to smoking, and trillions of cigarette butts are littered every single year. It's harmful to humans, it's harmful for the environment, it's harmful for our children, and there's really no excuse to smoke anymore. So I propose that we encourage the federal government to ban tobacco use and cigarette smoking in the United States. So as you can see on the screen, some of the effects of cigarette smoking are many different types of cancers, emphysema, respiratory illnesses, chronic bronchitis. It increases your risk of having a heart attack and stroke. We all know this. I especially know it. I'm a smoker. I know. Aside from the health effects, there are environmental effects as well. There's the release of carbon monoxide into the atmosphere. Like I said, 1 trillion cigarette butts littered every single year. And what happens when you throw a cigarette butt out the window? You just flick it out the window, onto the ground, into the water. These things don't decompose very easily. They take decades to decompose properly. And in the meantime, they're just releasing their chemicals into the ground and into the water, affecting aquatic life and potentially our drinking water and ruining ecosystems. So I say, imagine a world free of smoking. Imagine fewer forest fires due to negligent smokers who just toss their cigarette butt with disregard to the environment. Imagine you and your children walking down the street not having to breathe in the secondhand smoke of others, probably like me. So imagine that fresh air, and imagine all the people living life in peace. Imagine how many trailer homes will still be standing because the occupant didn't fall asleep with a cigarette in their mouth. I know that's a generalization, maybe a stereotype, but I'm from the South, and I know that stuff happens a lot. So what can we do about it? There are several things we can do, really. There are several online petitions online right now that you could sign. You could get involved in your community, organize some sort of community awareness gathering or campaign. You can reinforce the fact that littering is illegal and try to encourage your local lawmakers to increase the fines of littering. That would be a little helpful, but the most important thing you can do really is to call your congressman. So, why do we need to ban smoking? Nearly 500,000 people die every single year because of cigarette smoking, lung diseases, other cancers, lung cancer, other diagnoses related to cigarette smoking with emphysema and chronic bronchitis, like I mentioned before, heart attacks and blood pressure, high cholesterol. This is a public safety hazard. How cigarette smoking is still legal, I do not know. It's a public safety hazard. On top of that, we spend billions and billions every year on healthcare for cigarette-related expenses. Not to mention that trillions of cigarette butts, like I said, are littered every single year. So it's not fair to our planet. It's not fair to our children. It's not fair to ourselves. Children are really the innocent victims here with secondhand smoke. They have no say. They're completely innocent. They have no choice, and they don't even know that they're being harmed. So I predict that in the future we're going to see children potentially suing their parents in the future because they were smoked around when they were kids. So Congress needs to act now. I propose that we place a ban on cigarette smoking and tobacco use. And I believe strongly that it will benefit humankind as a whole, health benefits for us and our children and the planet. And these are some of the sources I went to. You can check out some nasty pictures on cigarettelitter.org. Get some of the stats on the CDC website. Sign one of these petitions. I found one at petitiononline.com. And you can get the number to your congressional representative at house.gov. My name is Christopher Hethcoat, and I hope you enjoyed my presentation. Thank you.